Hey guys, Kenny from Magic Internet Money and Games, and in today's video we're talking about Bitcoin and the Super Bowl. So obviously last night was the Super Bowl. I actually quite enjoyed the game. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, but you know what? They didn't make it. So I was kind of cheering. Actually cheering for a good game overall. But then kind of the 49ers just because Brock Purdy and Mr. Irrelevant. But during that game, I also actually enjoyed the Super Bowl commercials, but I also took a Bitcoin short. We're going to get into that now, so let's get into it. Okay, so let's get over to the trading screen I have here. So this is Bitcoin. So last time I did a live stream, I'm trying to do more live streams. Just a really busy week last week. I'm doing this quick video here, and I might do a live stream tonight. We'll see. So this is where we're at in Bitcoin. We're looking at this range, and I said, well, it's either going to go to the bottom of the range or the top of the range. And what did it do? Let's delete this because it didn't go down to the bottom. It went to the top. So I was looking at doing something like that. It kind of did that, then broke out, then off to the races we went. So last night at the Super Bowl, so what I was watching, it didn't play out exactly. But you can see this is the Bitcoin price. So last night was right about here. So what I was looking at is what is called a Wyckoff. I'm not going to get it into explain it right now. But it kind of looked like one was kind of playing out. Oh, this is not what I want. I guess I can move that up here. We'll get the highlighter tool. That does it a little bit better job. But it was like you look for these three taps. So you build a range. So there's kind of a range here and here. Then you get break out of the range, then you move the range up. So I don't know if I can move this highlighter line. Yes, and then you move the range up, then it broke out of the range again. And then I was looking for more of a follow through down to here. We didn't get it, but what we did get was I entered a short pretty much right up here. Stop at the top and down to here. And it was a nice little trade, so it was at 1.9%, which is about right, because I took out some profit early, then I took out profit again, but I ended up with about 20% trade because I had leverage and all that stuff. So that was not too bad. I don't have I'm not logged into MEXC right now, but my challenge, we're up to maybe like $130 or something like that, so up 30% overall, something around there. So I was watching the price, and once I saw that it was changing different directions here, I obviously stopped the trade because you could see that price was going to go up, and that's where we're at right now. So if we go back to something like the daily, let's just go here. I just want to see kind of like the last bull run, see if I can pull that up here. So there's the all-time high. Like, we are not that far from the all-time high. Do I think it's going? Like, well, yes, it's going there at some point. Do you think it's going there right now? I kind of think, and it's always thinking, that we're going to have some type of a pullback like this, and then we're going to go for that. When this is going to happen, if it's going to happen, I don't know. Does the EFT change everything? We're not going to get the normal cycle because usually we have a pullback into the halving, which I think we're going to be around April. But that's what I'm looking at right now, just more locally. If I zoom in to all this mess that I drew here. What are we doing up here? So this is what I'm going to be looking at. And if I find something tonight that I want to trade, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be this local time frame. Looks like we have a little bit of a range. Let me see what I can pull up here. Delete all this stuff. Delete you and start fresh. I could probably delete all this stuff. Yeah. All right, so what do we got here? We'll make my range tool. And go range. So you pull up to here and then down to there. All right, so we're kind of in a range here now. Could I have pulled from here? We'll see. I kind of like this pull from top to bottom there. Up, down, up. Yeah, so we didn't make a higher high here now. We're at the midpoint roughly of this range. So we'll see what happens. I'll pull the fixed volume here, boom, over to here. So you can see that also shows that range is always usually a little bit smaller. So what I'll look for next is something to come down here. So this is what I'll be kind of looking for, would be price to kind of meander itself down here and then up and we'll just save time up to here somewhere. So this is probably what I'll be looking for. And if I see this tonight and I see a market structure change, I'll go live and enter a trade. So you'll see here, I'll put a notification here just in case we go to the top of this range. Put a notification here. And that's kind of the simple thing that I'm looking at right now. See if the price comes back down to the bottom of this fixed volume or down to this range, taps, and off to the races up to the top. I would enter a trade like that. And what would it look like? Where's a long trade? Stop loss would be subjective to wherever we see market change. But let's just say if it was kind of like that, we put it there, put it to the top. We're at 1.78. We have some leverage in there, and then we're talking business. Anyway, that is it. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.